Hello everyone, Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics here with the long-awaited product review of the Spot Grips. We get questions about these all the time, and it's because I use them all the time. My clients are very familiar with these. By the time they reach certainly the third mesocycle, they've done quite a few different press movements, and any dumbbell press movement that I do in my gym uses the Spot Grips. I use the Spot Grips for really for two primary reasons. The first is the safety of my equipment. I want my dumbbells to last, and I want my flooring to last. And it may be a little bit contrary to the, West Side barbell motif, but dropping and crashing and clanging your dumbbells all over the ground is going to damage your dumbbells, and it's going to damage your flooring. It just is. Over time, there's nothing you can do about it. These help with that. Essentially what you have here is the capability to load dumbbells safely into the Spot Grips. Then let's say, for example, I was to be underneath this and I was doing a chest press. All I would have to do is engage the Spot Grips, and this will move up and down. As soon as I let go, it'll lock. That's the beauty of the Spot Grip. And that's really what attracted me to this in the beginning, was not even the safety of my equipment, was the second reason I love these, and that is that I can get underneath these safely with really heavy loads, and I know that I'm going to be all right, because I know that worst case scenario, if I fail at a rep, all I got to do is let go. And really, that's probably the number one reason why I like these. I like seeing my clients really push to the nth degree. And yes, of course, you can still manually spot your lifter if you are a trainer. But these really do provide not a false sense of confidence, but an extra sense of confidence for the person underneath them, because you know you're going to go to true failure knowing that all you got to do is let go, and you don't have to worry about dropping the dumbbells. Are they going to hit my foot? Are they going to crash in a weird way? None of that happens. So for that reason, that's probably my favorite reason that I like Spot Grips. Okay. So for our reviews, any of you guys who follow the page, you know that we go based off pricing, quality, usage, footprint, and customer service. Those are the categories that we address. Let's start with pricing. So the Spot Grips are $500. That's $500 out the door. That's what you get for these. Now, I'll say this, and this is going to be just a little bit more in the usage category. That's a little bit of a haircut. That's expensive. When I get the Spot Grips, okay, congratulations, I now can't do anything. In order to operate this little apparatus, you got to have the Spot Grips, you got to have dumbbells, and you got to have some kind of an attachment, whether that's your... I highly recommend, by the way, making that attachment your power rack. Don't try to dangle these from like the ceiling or something. You could. I suppose you definitely could. I just didn't. I think the power rack is a more secure way to go about doing it. But regardless, you're going to need something to attach them to and a set of dumbbells in order for this to even make sense for purchase. So right out of the gate, I can tell you $500 for just these. It's expensive. It's expensive, and I think the score needs to reflect that. 6.6 is what I'm going to give to Spot Grips for their price. It's a bit of an investment. And if somebody is looking into getting these, you need to understand that you're going to have to drop that. There's no way around it. I've never seen them used, and frankly, I wouldn't want to buy them used. I would only buy them from the manufacturer. Elite FTS also reps these. I've seen them on their page. So you can get them a couple different places, but they're going to be about $500. All right, let's talk about quality. Now it's time to redeem that price. The Spot Grips are incredibly well made. Like I mentioned earlier, I've had these for about 4 years, never had a problem. The only problem I've ever had is if I am twisting this as I press, occasionally the strap can get folded over. All you have to do is just let go over it once, and it'll be straight again. That's the only problem I've ever had with the Spot Grips. They run off this seatbelt material. That's essentially what you have here. You have these bands that are like seatbelts inside of cars. That's why they're so strong. But they get tangled if you twist them, yada, yada, yada. That's the only issue I've ever had with it. The quality and design of these is incredible. Very well made, very well thought out. The retraction system is smooth. You really don't even realize that you have the Spot Grips here. When you engage this, they move freely. Like, it doesn't feel like you're on a machine. That's a big question we always get. What does it feel like when you use these? It feels like when you don't have them at all. That's the way you know they're good. So for that reason, I'm going to give the quality a 9.1. 9.1 for the Spot Grips. It's a very good, very well-made little accessory. And I'm going to call it an accessory because that seems like a fair assessment of what it is. Let's talk about usage. So, as I mentioned earlier, the usage score and the price score are the two things that this is sort of missing the mark on. And they're for similar reasons. Why? when you get these, as I mentioned, you can't do anything with them by themselves. You must have dumbbells. You must have something to attach them to. It's not like if you buy kettlebells. Well, all right, congrats. Now you can go to the beach. You can do your workout. You have kettlebells. With these, you've got to know what you're buying. You've got to know why you're getting them. And with regards to the usage, it's not just that you need these plus dumbbells in order to perform. It's also that you're limited on what movement patterns they're used for. They are used for dumbbell press movements, period. That's it. I suppose you could do barbell press movements, but press movements, that's all. That's all you've got with these. And really, it's not a big deal to some people. And to me, I saw the value in getting these right away. It was a no-brainer. I knew I had to have them. But for some people, if they're looking at this and they're like, well, I got $500 here, I could spend it here, or I could buy myself a set of kettlebells, maybe it's worth it to go out and do that instead, or buy some adjustable dumbbells and see where that takes you. But I love these, even though they are limited in both what they can do alone and what they can do once you have everything that goes with it. I still like them. That being said, the usage score, I'm going to give it a 6.5. That's going to be the lowest one for the score on the spot grips, 6.5. I feel it's fair, and the reasons I gave justify the reasons why. Let's talk about footprint. Now, this is an area where these bad boys are probably going to score the highest. And that's because when retracted, when totally taken apart, these things can hang anywhere. You could hang these up in your closet if you wanted to. I just put them right back here on my rack. I put them on the little the wall control rack that I have back there, and they fit in an area that's a square footage of about 1 foot around. When they're retracted and they're up, that's no more than maybe 4 inches right there. So 8 inches, 8 inches by 12 inches. That's the only space you need for these. So footprint, outstanding, great score, 9.4. That's very fair. They've earned it. 9.4 for the footprint on the spot grips. Customer service. Any of you who follow the page and you've seen our product reviews, you'll understand this. I haven't really had an interaction with spot grips that's been either positive or negative. From what I can tell, they do a good job educating their client base. They've got a great product, but I haven't had a problem that I have ever incurred with them, or I've never had a dilemma that they helped me get out of. So when I get that situation, and it happens every once in a while, I end up with a sort of a neutral score, which is 7. 7.0 for customer service. That's what I give companies where I have had neither positive nor negative experiences. It's just been right down the middle. So thank you so much to Spot Grips for the incredible product that you made. Don't mind me. I'm going to pull up this real quick. My phone froze. All right, so for the total, we have got 7.72. 7.72 is the score for the Spot Grips. A very, very cool product. Limited again by its usage. You have to have dumbbells in order for this to make sense purchasing. Also limited by the purchase price of $500. That is an expense if you are considering getting these. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you so much for following. Have a great day.